Yeah. That's the right noise. Well, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Behind us is the iconic Burley Hill, which can only mean one thing. We are fishing for spotty mackerel on Palm Beach Reef. Here with me good mate Adam, he's in front of us there. We've been here for a little while, nothing much has been happening, but one of the baits has just gone off. We're spinning and floating back pilchards. We just kind of went for a bit of a search, found a school of bait that had some fish sitting on it, and well, that's the right noise. Hopefully this is going to be a nice mackerel of some description. A spotty would be ideal. Have a go there. This guy's going pretty hard, so I hope it's a nice spotty. You'll see on the bait board here, got a few chopped up pillies. Been doing a bit of burleying just to try and create a bit of interest. It's one of those rare days, there's like one other boat here and a few kayakers, and that's it. Just hope this is a mackerel and not a tuna. Whoa! Can you trim the motor up for us? Bloody hell. He is. That's doing very mackerel-y things. There's me float. Oh, the anchor rope. See if I can pull him back under before he creates too much drama. Jeez, he's pulling out all the tricks, this one. Rightio. There he is. Gaff, please. Yeah, he'll be right. Oh, he dived into the gaff. That's a terrible gaff shot. That wasn't the intended one, but that is a beautiful spotty mackerel. Absolute, whoa! Bit of jiggle on today, just about fell out of the boat. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the board. It was getting a bit late in the day. In the morning, we hadn't seen a bite yet. There you go, it doesn't get more iconic than that. We've got a plane going to Gold Coast Airport. That is a beautiful spotted mackerel. It's quite a nice size one. Horrible gaff shot. It wasn't an intentional one. I was actually trying to move the gaff out of the way and he dived and caught the middle of it. But we're going to strike while the iron's hot here. That's our first bit of success for the morning. That's a lovely one. See if we can't get a few more. Get that lure out there, let's get them. Beautiful. Great chewing, these guys. And as you saw, they fight like the clappers. Thanks very much for joining us, guys. Hopefully we're in for a bit of a session. I want to preserve the eating quality of these fish, so we go the brain spike, the off button. He's done a fair bit of bleeding. I got him right in the spine with the gaff, and he's been doing a lot of bleeding, so can't imagine there being too much left in him. Now we've obviously got a couple of fish behind us, so I'm just cutting up a few pilchards and dropping them in, try and keep that excitement and the fish in the area. Oh, shoulder charge. Look at that for a beautiful bait. Get out there, friend. Now noticing on the sound of these fish are sitting a bit deeper, so Gonna let out about 5 metres of line. Maybe a touch more. And I'll show you with the skewer, wrap the line around, jam it up the bottom there like so, and you're in business. Right, better chuck this fish in. Get in there. Righto. Bit of madness back in the game. We've got 2 pillies out under floats, and we're spinning as well. That's what we're seeing on the sonar. That's good. That looks like some pretty good stuff to me. Just need to convert a few more of them. Yeah, there he is. Oh no, just pulled out. No. Ah, what a bugger. He had it down. I do like spotties when they hit, especially a pilly. It just goes from like nothing to 100.
Especially the guys that have got like the ratchet.
The overheads.
Yeah, the overhead.
I don't know.
Lost your bait.
I've been bitten off. Yeah. Unless it was a mackerel or something, like a Spanish, size the whole lot. You wouldn't think so. Yes! Yes! Have a go at that for a run. That's what spotty mackerel fishing is all about. They are blindingly fast. We're finding they're a bit finicky today. They're on the sounder and we're feeding them cubes back, but they're just playing a little hard to get. They're not touching the spin at all. Come on, mate. Up you come. Usually they see the boat and head for the horizon. On cue. Up you come. Bloody hell. Hopefully that's the last of him. I want him in the boat now. You see I'm running a running float rig to avoid having to use those little pieces of styrofoam that end up floating away into the horizon. It's 3 seconds more effort with yeah, a lot better result, I reckon. This guy making a beeline for the old anchor line. Geez, he's going. Surely that's got to be it. For their size. Tell you what, pound for pound, they're just a good honest fish. Oh goodness me, I hope this is a good one. The amount I'm playing around with it. There he is. Oh, is it a Spotty or a Spanish? I think it's a Spanish. Oh no! So, we are in a mackerel closure at the moment. Gonna need to grab him by the tail. Get ready for him to run. That's a solid old Spanish too. There you go, that's why he was fighting. That's a cracking Spanish mackerel. Gonna get the hook out of that real quick and get him back. We're in a mackerel closure for Spanish at the moment, so he is a great fish and I'd take him any other day, but not today. See you, mate. He's all right, loves it. That's unlucky. And that was a nice one too. He's probably getting towards that 10 kilo mark. Maybe 8, 9. He's a good fish. Would have been good to have him on the barbecue, especially when we only got one other fish in the bag. He would have really made a good addition. But okay, good fight at least. See if we can get some of his spotted mates. It's a little cobia. Cutie. I don't know what legal on cobia is, but I don't think it's that. Hey? Oh, I should have. Yeah, cool. Alright, send him. See him, mate. It's a remora. Or is it a baby cove? No, it's a remora. The worst. Well guys, unfortunately the fish seem to have shut up shop. We haven't had a bite in the last hour or so. Sound has gone quiet. There's been no signs of life. Just a bit disappointing. It was looking good for a bit there. Unfortunately we couldn't capitalise any more. What did we end up with? 2 bite-offs, 1 pulled hook, and the Spotty and the Spanish, and Adam got the cobia. A little bit disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. That is fishing. But don't worry, I've got an idea. A few people have been asking. I'm going to show you how to smoke some fish up. Spotty mackerel, smoked, absolutely amazing. I'll show you how to do it when I get home. I'm going to have a ginger beer today. Bit of a tilly. Oh, for everyone watching with one, cheers to you guys. Planes are following me today. Righto, here's our culprit once again, the mighty spotted mackerel. No idea where they get their name from. It's got me absolutely stumped. No, it's a nice fish. They do get a lot bigger than this, but that's a great quality spotty mackerel. They get a lot smaller too, so I'm very happy with that one. As I said, great eating, but we're going to smoke this one up today. I've been threatening you with the smoked mackerel catch and cook for a long time now. It's time to deliver. Now, I'm not going to fillet this up the usual way. I'm going to do what's called staking, and that's how I like to smoke my fish. There's a lot less waste, keeps the skin on, so it keeps all the fat in there, and yeah, just works a treat. Let's get into it. And there you have it. There's all the things for the smoker. Everything will get smoked except for these guys. That'll just go on the barbecue. The wings and collar there. And that's the only waste. Head, tail, fins and guts. And that's how you get the most out of your fish. Let's head inside and start smoking. Now, the first step is arguably one of the most important and should not be skipped at any cost. And that's brining your fish before it hits the smoke. Now, brining helps to keep all the moisture in, stops it from drying out, and also enhances all those flavors. So you end up with a delicious finished product. Now, the one I'm going to show you is super simple. Here's how to do it. Once it's all dissolved, stack your fish in neatly so it's all completely submerged. Now the last step, grab yourself some slices of fresh lemon and lime and just drop them in on top. Now get a lid on your container, chuck it in the fridge, and it'll be ready to rock and roll first thing tomorrow morning. Now we're getting to the pointy end of the process. First thing you want to do is get it on some paper towel and lightly dry it off. Now this isn't essential to do, it's just going to make less of a mess. Now while they drain, we can set up the smoker. Nothing fancy about it whatsoever. It's just a little gas one, runs off LPG. The rack system, so we'll put our fish up here, and then you've got your little wood tray and a water bath. The wood that we're going to be using today is Feijoa. You want a nice light flavoured smoke. You want to stay away from your iron barks and that sort of stuff. Those are perfect for beef, but a little bit strong for fish. So I've got this on now, it's starting to heat up. It's a little bit hot now. We're gonna try and keep it around 100 degrees for the duration of the smoking. And that smoking can take anywhere from like 2.5 hours to 4 to 5 hours. Just depends on the day and on the fish and the thickness that you cut it. Let's rack it up and get it in there. Okay, these are our smoking racks. We're gonna put our fish, and I like to keep them vertical. I have tried it laying down flat as well, found it to stick more often than not, even if you do oil it, which I should add. Definitely make sure you spray some oil on your racks before you chuck them on there. It's just gonna help you get the fish off later. Righto guys, ready for the smoke. I'm gonna leave that be, obviously keep monitoring the temperature, make sure it doesn't jack right up, but around the 2.5 hour mark, I'll check the fish, see how it's going, and then we'll make a plan from there. Righto guys, the long awaited time is up. That took about 4.5 hours. There's a fair bit of breeze around today, and I reckon that kept on blowing the heat out of the smoker. I had to crank it in the end to get the result I wanted, but I've already taken the smaller pieces out. Took them out about half an hour ago. See that nice coloration there? That's what I'm looking for. Now you don't have to take them this far if you don't want to, but I like a little bit harder, a little bit firmer of a smoking, and I'll show you the rest of them. There, you can see the beautiful coloration there. That's what I'm going for. That's a win. Now, we're not ready to eat them just yet. What you got to do, turn your smoker off, let them cool down to room temperature or ambient temperature in the smoker or out on your kitchen bench, whatever you want, and then chuck them in the fridge overnight. And for some reason, that refrigeration over the course of the night seems to set the fish and really just infuses that smoke flavour throughout the rest of the flesh. And I'll tell you what, I've eaten it straight out of the smoker before and gone, oh no, I've stuffed it up. then you eat it again the next morning. Absolutely divine. I'll do exactly that with this one, and then we'll catch you in the morning for the taste test. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to sample the finished product. Grab yourselves a beer, because it is going to be absolutely fantastic. I've got two little things going here. I've got on a little piece of mini toast, and I've also got a garlic cracker. Let's go with the cream cheese and dill. Amazing. That is just the perfect combination of the beautiful flavors of that mackerel put on show with some salty, smoky, sweet flavors as well, just giving it a big cuddle. And I'll tell you what, it is unreal, an absolute winner, that's for sure. You can see where that smoke has penetrated into the flesh. It is just, it's absolutely delightful, guys. It's one you really do have to try. If you do have a smoker at home, you'd be crazy not to give it a whirl. The sky's the limit for what you want to use this for. I love it on cheese and crackers, even a bit of toast. But you can put it through pastas, you can use it as a little bit of garnish. You can absolutely use it for anything. And I'll tell you what, you're gonna wish you caught more mackerel. More than one at least, because it's gonna go real quick. As soon as you start sharing it with your friends, it's gone. Well guys, the mackerel catch and smoke episode has been a long time coming. It's so good to finally be able to share it with you. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. I can't stress this enough. Give this a go. You will not be disappointed. Guys, hope you're catching a few fish yourself, and I'll catch you next week for another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Cheers.
Oh.